Hi there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Whoopi Goldberg has officially been removed from The View following Elon Musk's surprising $80 million court victory against her. This dramatic turn of events comes amidst another high-profile conflict, shaking up the media industry in unprecedented ways. The controversy erupted when Whoopi and her co-hosts made bold allegations about Musk and Ohio Representative J.D. Vance, accusing them of conspiring to silence Donald Trump. The claims were significant, but Musk refused to let them go unanswered. He filed a lawsuit, asserting that the statements were not only false but deliberately harmful, portraying him as a threat to democracy. Acknowledging the weight of her words, Whoopi expressed regret, stating, "Words matter, and mine are no exception. I deeply regret what I said and stand corrected." Known for her outspoken nature, Whoopi's comments this time carried severe consequences. The legal battle escalated rapidly, with Musk's legal team presenting compelling evidence that the remarks extended beyond personal opinion and ventured into outright defamation. They argued that Whoopi and her co-hosts had misused their platform to spread misinformation with the intent to damage Musk's reputation. This was no ordinary defamation case. It became a showdown between one of the world's most powerful individuals and a legendary television personality. As the controversy gained momentum, federal authorities reportedly intervened, launching an investigation to determine whether Whoopi's statements posed legal or security risks. The involvement of law enforcement further highlighted the gravity of the situation, as officials suggested her remarks raised concerns beyond mere defamation. Musk's legal team capitalized on this development, contending that the comments were not just reckless but potentially dangerous. They argued that disseminating such misinformation about someone as influential as Musk could have real-world repercussions. In response to the uproar, ABC News President Kim Godwin issued a statement announcing Whoopi's suspension. "For now, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for her inaccurate and harmful remarks," Godwin said. Initially, Whoopi downplayed the situation, claiming her words had been misinterpreted. She even offered a bizarre explanation, suggesting that she was referencing her cat tripping her at home. However, this justification only intensified the backlash, as fans accused her of dodging accountability. Musk's legal team seized on her response, using it to argue that The View lacked a credible defense. As legal pressures mounted, ABC executives faced a tough decision: stand by Whoopi or protect their brand. Ultimately, they chose to part ways with her, confirming her termination in official reports. While the exact reasons for her departure remain a topic of debate, some insiders believe ABC's move was a calculated effort to distance itself from the lawsuit. With Musk's courtroom victory casting a shadow over the network, removing Whoopi appeared to be the safest way to minimize further damage. For years, The View has been both a profitable show and a lightning rod for controversy. Its heated debates, biased commentary, and questionable statements from hosts have often drawn criticism. Social media erupted in response to the news of Whoopi's removal, with many viewers expressing disappointment in the show, accusing it of prioritizing drama over meaningful dialogue. Musk's legal triumph has sent shockwaves through the media landscape, redefining the standards of accountability. This case wasn't just about one incident. It was a broader challenge to the way public figures use their platforms to share narratives that can impact reputations and careers. The $80 million ruling in Musk's favor serves as a stark reminder that reckless statements, even on a talk show, can carry serious consequences. For years, The View has faced accusations of blending entertainment with journalism in a way that misleads audiences. This lawsuit has reignited debates over whether media outlets should be held to higher standards when discussing public figures. Critics argue that talk shows must take responsibility for verifying information before making bold claims that could harm someone's reputation. I think it's ironic that her network suspended her for sharing her view on The View, one viewer commented. Wouldn't it have been better to keep her and use this as a teaching moment? Supporters of the court's decision hope it will encourage media personalities to choose their words more carefully, leading to more honest and responsible reporting. With Whoopi now gone from The View, ABC must grapple with the fallout. The network is reportedly considering significant changes to the show, including revising how hosts address controversial topics. Some insiders believe this could mark the beginning of a larger transformation within mainstream media, where opinion-based programs may need to exercise greater caution when making unverified claims. Meanwhile, Musk is celebrating his victory, calling it a win for truth and accountability. He has made it clear that he will not tolerate falsehoods being spread about him, especially when they have the potential to impact his businesses and reputation. His legal team has hinted that this may not be the last lawsuit of its kind, suggesting that other media figures engaging in reckless defamation could also face legal action. The tension between media figures and public personalities is not new, but this case sets a precedent that could reshape how these conflicts unfold in the future. While some view this as a step toward responsible journalism, others worry it could stifle free speech and discourage open dialogue on public platforms. Regardless of where one stands, it's undeniable that this lawsuit has shaken the media world, with effects that will likely be felt for years to come. Whoopi Goldberg has officially been removed from The View following Elon Musk's astonishing $80 million courtroom victory against her. This legal drama has sent shockwaves through the media industry, marking yet another high-stakes battle between public figures. The controversy began when Whoopi, alongside her co-hosts, made explosive claims accusing Musk and Ohio Representative J.D. Vance of conspiring to silence former President Donald Trump. The allegations were heavy, but Musk was not one to sit back quietly. He filed a lawsuit, arguing that the statements were not just baseless but deliberately harmful to his reputation. Acknowledging the seriousness of the situation, Whoopi later expressed regret, saying, "Words matter, and mine are no exception. I deeply regret what I said and stand corrected." Known for her fearless opinions, Whoopi has always been a polarizing figure, but this time, her remarks carried consequences far beyond the typical backlash. Musk's legal team presented compelling evidence to show that the accusations extended well beyond mere personal opinion and crossed into outright defamation. According to his lawyers, Whoopi and her co-hosts had weaponized their platform to disseminate false information intended to damage Musk's public image. This was no ordinary defamation case. It became a legal showdown between a tech mogul regarded as one of the most influential men in the world and one of television's most recognizable figures. As tensions escalated, reports emerged that federal authorities had intervened, launching an investigation to assess whether Whoopi's comments posed any legal or security risks. The involvement of law enforcement only added to the gravity of the situation. Officials reportedly expressed concerns that her remarks went beyond defamation, touching on potential threats to public discourse and trust in influential figures. Musk's legal team seized upon this development, arguing that the false claims weren't just reckless but posed tangible risks. ABC News President Kim Godwin soon addressed the growing controversy by announcing Whoopi's temporary suspension. "At this time, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for her inaccurate and harmful remarks," Godwin stated. Initially, Whoopi attempted to downplay the situation, claiming that her comments were taken out of context. In a bizarre attempt to explain herself, she mentioned her cat tripping her at home, suggesting it affected her clarity. However, this peculiar defense only fueled public outrage, with critics accusing her of deflecting responsibility. Under mounting legal and public pressure, ABC executives were faced with a difficult decision: either stand by Whoopi or protect the network's brand. Ultimately, they chose the latter, confirming her removal from The View. While official statements were vague, insiders speculated that ABC's move was a calculated effort to distance itself from the lawsuit and shield the network from further damage. For years, The View has been both a cash cow and a source of controversy. Heated debates, biased commentary, and questionable remarks by its hosts have often sparked criticism. The backlash to Whoopi's removal was immediate, with social media users expressing disappointment in the show's direction. Many argued that it had become more focused on sensationalism than meaningful discussions. Musk's court victory has undoubtedly reshaped conversations around media accountability. This case was not just about Whoopi or one controversial episode. It was about challenging the broader narrative of how media figures wield their influence and the potential consequences of spreading misinformation. The $80 million ruling in Musk's favor sends a powerful message. Reckless statements, even on entertainment platforms, carry serious repercussions. His victory is seen by some as a landmark moment in holding media personalities accountable for their words. The View, which has long faced accusations of blending entertainment with journalism, now finds itself at a crossroads. The case has reignited debates over whether talk shows should be held to higher standards when discussing public figures. Critics argue that these platforms must verify information before making bold claims that could tarnish reputations. "I think it's ironic that they suspended her for sharing her view on The View," one commenter noted online. "Wouldn't it have been better to keep her and turn this into a teachable moment?" Despite the backlash, supporters of Musk's legal win believe it sets an important precedent. They hope it will encourage media personalities to be more mindful of their words, leading to greater honesty and responsibility in reporting. With Whoopi now gone, ABC faces the challenge of navigating the fallout. Reports suggest the network is considering significant changes to the show, including restructuring how hosts handle contentious topics. Some insiders believe this could mark the beginning of a larger transformation within mainstream media, requiring opinion-based programs to be more cautious in making unverified claims. Meanwhile, Musk is reveling in his triumph, calling it a win for truth and accountability. His legal team has hinted that this may not be the last lawsuit of its kind, suggesting that other media figures who engage in reckless defamation could face similar legal consequences. The tension between media figures and high-profile personalities is nothing new, but this case has set a precedent that may reshape future conflicts. While some view it as a step toward responsible journalism, others fear it could suppress free speech and discourage open conversations on public platforms. Regardless of where one stands, the lawsuit has undeniably shaken the media landscape. The ripples of this case will likely be felt for years to come, serving as a cautionary tale for media outlets and personalities alike. Whoopi Goldberg's exit from The View marks a turning point in this unfolding saga. Whether her dismissal was justified or an overreaction remains a hot topic of debate. Did Musk's legal win set a new benchmark for media accountability, or is this a dangerous precedent that threatens free speech? Share your thoughts in the comments below.